Hi, I'm Adam Shiva, and today I'd like to talk about a new technique that I've been using to break old habits in my relationship and create new habits around my intentions. So, this was something I created myself out of a frustration that I would decide that I was going to do things differently. I don't want to leave her waiting for me when I'm out at another thing and saying, oh yeah, I'll be there in 10 minutes, and then actually showing up later than that and having her think every shutting car door was me coming. Wow, I know how frustrating that is when that happens to me. I don't want to do that to her again. But I remember it well for up to 2 weeks, sometimes just 4 days. But it was hard to really stay consistent with it. And then I would forget, and the same frustrating thing would happen again. So, how could I break that habit? By looking at a reminder of the things that I want to do differently on a nearly daily basis. So, when I made this list, I had it actually have two sides. And one side was about things that I wanted to change in my day-to-day living. From being accurate when I say I'm going to be home if I'm trying to make a plan and meet up with her, to, is there anything that I'm holding back from her that I wish I was sharing, but that I feel kind of ashamed about, so I'm holding back, to, wow, when we make a plan or I realize something, if I do the logistic follow through on it, it helps her feel so much more trusting. There are these different dynamics like that. If I remembered to do them, it allowed me to not feel like, whoa, what's going undone? It was allowing me to remember, hey, these are the things that I value, these are the things that I wanted to create in my connection. Here's me reminding myself of them and then doing them daily. The other side was about intimacy and intimate connections. One of them was, if I gently caress the front of her hips, that gives her this squirrely feeling that she feels really violating. But previous partners found that really arousing, so it's hard for me to remember that she hates that. How I could remember was by making this little note and reminding myself. And to check both sides of this note daily. If I feel a little less than the most centered, checking that intimacy related note before connecting, building this habit of doing the things in the ways that I'd set the intention to do them. And this had actually come out of, I mentioned in a previous video that I would make actionable requests of how she could do things differently and things that I intend to do differently as a kind of summarized processing to really simplify things. Well, actually, to take those things that I intend to do differently and to write them down into these are your intentions, these are your habits you'd like to set, allowed me to integrate them, and through that, actually to allow things to go from an intention to something that was hard to keep to doing it consistently enough that it became a non-issue. Or whenever that thing comes up, I know, oh, I've had this habit in the past. One of them that I've shifted through this is feeling ungrounded, feeling insecure, wanting to move towards as a way to feel more secure, and realizing that that makes her feel like I'm just collapsing into her. I could break that habit by first self-nurturing and then coming to her with, hey, if we could have a little, cuddle or connection time, that would help me feel more secure and grounded in our connection when you're ready for that. And it not come with a big need because I'd done some self-soothing already. So I'm curious about what the habits are that are for your relationship that you think are the most potent ones for you. What the habits are that you think might be universals. I'm also curious if you want to comment below about what videos you'd like to see next. Also, please subscribe and share this with a friend. I hope this is really valuable to you, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you.